Good day and welcome to your favorite sport program on TV. Today definitely is way behind schedule. We want to apologize to our esteemed viewers across the continent and those who are watching us outside the continent of Africa for coming a bit late. It's always 11 a.m. on Saturday, but issues that has to do with serving you better was one of the reasons why we're a bit behind schedule. But thank you for still holding on with us. If you are joining us for the first time, my name is Mudashiru Shittu, and if you've always been part of the program, you know my name already, Mudashiru Shittu. I'll be your anchor in the next few minutes as we look at something interesting to talk about, away from the regulars, away from what you think you should know in football, and then we're looking at chess. We're spending the whole of today, part of the day, to look at something interesting in the world of chess. The 2024 Chess Olympiad, that's the Olympic version of chess. You wonder why there's no chess in Paris 2024. That's in Paris. The Olympic Committee, the Chess Committee worldwide, FIDE, has their own, let me use the word Olympics, called Olympiad, where we have the gathering of the best chess countries in the world gathering together. But this year, it was in Budapest, where the host nation for this year. I know that the last year was in India, where that one took place. So interesting to know that we have one of the Team Nigeria that participated as my guest. So we'll be having him to talk about everything regarding to the 2024 Olympiad in Budapest. And I welcome you. He's in the studio already talking about an international arbiter. Talking about arbiter means international referee. Yes, international arbiter recognized by FIDE. FIDE, the world governing body that governs and guides everything that has to do with chess. I welcome you to the studio, international arbiter Obinna Ogbonnaya. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Mudashiru. It's a pleasure to be here.
I want you to tell the world that 2 days ago or just yesterday you're in Budapest. When did you come back from Budapest?
Actually, it was 3 days ago.
Okay, 3 days ago. Okay,
Yes.
But this is the first TV house you are in to tell everything about.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
This is the first.
So this is exclusive for our listeners. And you are the coach of Team Nigeria at the just concluded Olympiad. Am I right?
That is correct. You're correct.
Okay, so you are now in the better position to tell us everything as regards to Team Nigeria at in the 2024 Olympiad in Budapest. Tell us more.
Okay, thank you, viewers. Thank you, Mudashiru, for this platform. Budapest was the 45th World Chess Olympiad. And like you rightly said, chess is not featured as a sport in the main Olympics, but we have a special version which is called the Olympiad. And this is my third time as captain of Team Nigeria. First time I went to the Olympiad was for the 42nd edition, which held in Baku in Azerbaijan. Baku, that was in 2016. Then 2 years later, in 2018, I was also appointed the captain and the coach of Team Nigeria to the Olympiad, the 43rd Chess Olympiad. This time it held in Batumi, Georgia.
In Georgia, okay.
Yes, and so this is my third B for Budapest, and it's the 45th World Chess Olympiad. It happened in Budapest, Hungary.
Now, tell us a bit. We're all in the capacity of coaching capacity or captain of the team, or there's not difference between the coach of the team and the captain of the team? Because I know you're a coach this time around, but for 3 years ago or 2 years ago, you've been mentioning were you as a team player or as a coach?
Yeah, so it's semantics really, because at the Olympiad, the designation is captain.
Oh, captain.
Yeah, captain, but you're captain or coach.
Okay. That means the captain is also an athlete?
The captain is the coach.
The captain is the coach? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And the interesting thing with this year's participation is we had some challenges with visa. The complete team could not go because we had visa issues. 3 of the male players that were in the original team to represent Nigeria could not make it due to visa challenges. Same as 3 of the female players in the women's section. They were not issued visas as well.
Okay.
And therefore we competed, we presented a mixed team.
Oh, a mixed team.
Yes. So this is a unique experience for us because this is the first time, it's actually historic. Okay. This is the first time we have women playing in the open category.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and our current women national champion, a 12-year-old girl called Deborah Quickpen. Okay. She made it to Budapest, same as Ofowino Torisha Moore. Okay. She's the second lady, and both of them played in the open section, an exclusive preserve for the men. Okay. But they came and they did phenomenal well in competing against the men. Okay.
So the visa issue, does that have to do with lack of proper planning or the delay from the embassy? Because I know there's a tournament we all know we're going to participate in a longer time. I'm only asking concern because, you know, it's most of the time when we have visa issues when it comes to sport, it has to do with female football most of the time, and that has to do with maladministration of the Nigerian Football Federation. This time, can you give us a bit of what really went on, why there was a visa delay?
Yeah, so this was not peculiar to Nigeria. Several African countries were also denied visas initially. And just a background to why we experienced this, because it might interest your viewers and everyone to note that the Embassy of Hungary here in Nigeria actually reached out to the Nigerian Chess Federation way back in 2021. They initiated a friendly match between Team Hungary and Team Nigeria back then, just when we were coming out of COVID, right? Okay. And I was the captain of Team Nigeria. We went to Abuja, played against the Hungarian team, and we established a very cordial relationship with the ambassador and the embassy, and believing that that relationship was in place, we didn't envisage any visa issues when applying for the visas for this year's event, only to now be hit with a bomb on the verge of traveling that they were suspecting some of the players would not return to the country. That was their reason. Wow, wow,
wow. Yeah. And also the same reason for other African countries?
The same reason for other African countries.
Perhaps there might be something going on in Budapest internally that might suggest that.
It relates to the fact that it's a Schengen visa. Okay. And so in the past, there's been the unfortunate experience they've had where athletes or participants, I don't think it's peculiar to sports, but some Africans find a way of escaping when they go for these events internationally.
Okay. So I know it has nothing to do with that, but was it the same ambassador that was there in 2021?
No, this was a different ambassador.
This was a different ambassador, okay. Yeah. Perhaps even if it was still the same ambassador, the internal issues will still hold on to ensure that nobody...
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's a very good one, I think I have to say, from Hungary, not to delay us, but to be sure of who goes into the country and comes out proper. But now let's look at the event itself. Who are those that were denied?
We had we had an international master, Olufemi Balogun.
Balogun, okay.
Yes, okay. You remember he was at the events giving a simultaneous display just a few weeks ago, playing against 10 players. So he was meant to be our best player, playing on the board 1. Also denied visa was Callistus, who is a FIDE master, as well as Abiola Akinsheye, who is also a FIDE master. They were denied. They were the 3 male players who were denied visas. On the female team, denied visas were Onoja, Iyefu Onoja, and also Azumi Suleiman was denied visa. And so we went with those who were given visas.
And that also include Boma?
Boma was issued a visa, yes.
Okay, okay.
So
I'm sure you can see some of the pictures, or you can see them, but let's not see issues that has to do with how did we perform, So how did we perform? I mean, that's very, very important.
We did phenomenally great. We set records and we made history. Remember, I said this was the first time ever in the history of Nigeria's participation where women represented Nigeria playing in the male-dominated section, which is the open section.
Okay. Now that was the visa issue that led to that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because
so why did it not become history then?
Yes, because we were not able to field a women team, and in order to ensure we represented the country at the event, we reached out to the organizers and asked if we could merge the ladies who had visas with the men who had secured visas, and they granted that request. And so, peculiar for this particular event, female were merged with the men to make the opens team.
Section, okay.
Yes.
And what other category did they participate in? Was that the only category?
That was the only category because we had to scrap or withdraw our women's category.
Okay. Those two events, do they go simultaneously?
Yes, they happen side by side simultaneously.
Okay.
There's an open category and there's a women's category.
Oh, okay.
So we're billed to feature in the opens and the women's category.
Oh, okay. Okay. But interesting. How about if it was just the women's category you played? What do you think? And the male that went, that's Bomo. Is it Boma or Bomo?
Bomo Kigia.
Kigia.
Yes.
How about if he just How about if he just participated in the male? You understand? Why? I'm just asking. I'm thinking, holding on to the initial.
So this is the thing, right? The Olympiad is a team event. It's not an individual event.
Oh, okay.
So you have to compete as a team. You must form a team, and a team comprises 4 players and a reserve.
Okay.
Interestingly, because I am the captain, I was put on the reserve board 5.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to play, but in the event that there needed to be substitutions during the game, I would have come in to call it save the day.
Okay. Yes. Now let's go on this because a lot of people, and when I mean a lot of people, I tend to say media houses did not concentrate so much on Olympia. We do always, especially when it comes to chess, because we know what it brings out to the community. Like I said on the program, that the second most popular sport equipment, let me use the word equipment, in Nigerian household, using Lagos State as a case study, is the chessboard. Do you agree? I'm not promoting that but I'm not saying that is participating or practicing it. A lot of people have chessboard in the house. They don't know they have that, one way or the other. But do you want to agree with that? Because I've been seeing everything that has to do with promoting of chess this year. Apart from, I don't think there are more racket games as an equipment in the household in Lagos than the chessboard, because there have been donation of chessboards across schools everywhere, and I've never heard about the donation of rackets, in secondary schools and public schools. Is there any, you want to support that, or you think, what can you say about that?
Yeah, I absolutely concur and support your thesis. Chess is such a unique game that it's virtually everywhere. It can be played virtually everywhere. You have TV sets that have chess programmed in it, and it's such a unique game that it cuts across all genders, all races, all ages, and all ethnicities. So chess is played in the prisons. Okay. It's played by the physically challenged. It's played by the visually impaired. It's played by everyone. So it's to support what you just said. It is the most popular game in the world.
Okay. Now, analyzing our participation, because a lot of people don't know about how chess runs, how they do chess in this world. A lot of Nigerians don't know. Now, for footballers, for other sports, you probably say, oh, did they get to the semi-final? Oh, did they get to the final? But if I'm not mistaken, because I've been reporting chess for a very long time, and I know that it's by position at the end of the day. So how can you say this year was better than last year or better than previous year? Since we did not participate in the women's category, we will not be using the women's category this year. But let's look at the open category that we participated in, compared to when there was no visa issue and compared to other ones you participated. Was there a steady improvement?
Yes, there's been a steady progress and improvement.
I guess we also have, I guess we also have the pictures of our stand. I'm sure my director would do well to be picture of the stand of where we were positioned. Beyond that, how did we participate?
Yes, so the last Olympiad held in India, Chennai, India, and we finished in 96th position.
While in what category?
In the open.
Oh, we're talking about the open.
We're talking about the opens, and this year we finished much better. We finished in the 91st position. Globally. But on the African scale, Nigeria came 6th. 6th? Nigeria finished as the 6th African country participating in this Olympiad.
Oh, okay, okay, that's it.
Yes.
But do you know, let me say something. I think Nigeria finishing 6th in Africa is not so what you hear most about in other sports. There's hardly say any sport that we want to say Nigeria is finished 6th. I don't want to say in badminton in Africa, it's hardly to say Nigeria finished 6th overall in Africa, because we do so well in Africa when it comes to other sport. Why are we finishing 6th?
Okay, so if you look at the table, we didn't start at playing from round 1 because of the visa issues. We actually we got to Budapest late, and we got there on day 4 and started playing from round 4. So if you look at the table, we played in only 8 matches as against 11 matches that all the other African countries played in. So we missed out on round 1, round 2, and round 3. It's captured on the records.
So yes. I hope you can see that. Let's see that where we can see whether we can capture that particular position. So the 6th position is not a yardstick.
No, it's
to know our position in Africa.
Yes, because the fact is, missing those 3 rounds denied us valuable points that we could have gained if we had played in those rounds. And not playing in those 3 rounds meant we started competing from round 4. And our first opponent, the team from Gabon, we scored a perfect score, beating them on all 4 boards. No, 4 boards. Yes. So the 2 ladies played on boards 3 and 4, and they won their game against the Gabonese team. Our next opponent in round 5, the team from Djibouti, we also beat them by 4-0.
Okay, interesting. Beyond the Olympiad, our position in Africa when it comes to chess, and I don't even think are we the first in West Africa? I mean, how good we are.
Yes, definitely. We're clearly head above all other West African countries when it comes to chess. Okay.
Do you know how I feel when it comes to sport? I wish, sport generally, I wish Nigeria is not in a West African country. I always wish we should be in a North African country.
Yes, the North Africans are close to Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, and
they're always so fantastic when it comes to sport. So that's a personal opinion. So when we say we are first in West Africa, it only shows how not so good our neighbors are, to me. Not so good how they develop that sport. So when we go table tennis, for example, when we go to West Africa and we defeat Ghana, that's not our yardstick, you know. And even when we go to, even if we are located or situated rather at the continent as Nigeria, in South Africa, I don't think, because apart from South Africa, we hardly take a very sporting country from the southern part of Africa. So I know the best way to me is always asking, what is our position compared to Morocco? In all sports, compared to Egypt.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Egypt because there's an event that just concluded, the West African Universities Games.
Okay.
And Nigeria, I learned on good authority that the Egyptians left the country with their tails between their legs because, yes, Nigeria gave them a whooping. They came here believing that they would come dominate in chess, but that was not the case, proudly.
So, yeah, we've done so well. So what have been the support of the Nigerian Chess Federation on that? Because I know that Prince Adeyinka,
yes, the Prince is the vice president.
Yeah, he's always good to always mention him as the president because he does so well, not taking everything away from the president. But he wasn't this time around. Yes,
the Prince also was denied visa. Interestingly, yes, that's the weird part of our journey to Budapest. But the president, DIG retired Sani Mohammed, was on hand. He came to Budapest to encourage us while we were there. Oh, interesting.
So you're still with us in the studio. There's something chess. The chess world, it's a big world. It's like FIFA, bigger than FIFA. Innovation, creativity, and they have what they call the Social Week. 2024 is the Chess Social Week. So there's a video on the YouTube page that I think it will interest you to know that there's no retiring age for chess. Like football, you can retire, but for chess, you can't retire. Enjoy this. When we come back, we're still looking at the 2024 Olympiad, and we have arbiter Obinna Ogbonnaya still with us in the studio.
Thank you.
More than just a game, it's a tool for empowerment, connection and transformation. In 2025, FIDE is proud to launch the Year of Social Chess. We believe in the power of chess to bring about positive change from therapy and education to rehabilitation and inclusion. Social chess is our way to build a better world. The Year of Social Chess will introduce groundbreaking initiatives across the globe. Monthly themes will address critical social challenges: chess for protection in refugee camps, chess for cognitive health among the elderly, and even chess for addiction recovery. Through this initiative, we're mobilizing communities, conducting research, and creating opportunities for all to experience the joy and impact of chess. Join us for online chess events, global conferences, and even a documentary film festival that will showcase the power of social chess. Let's make 2025 a year to remember. The Year of Social Chess is here. Let's change the world, one move at a time. Chess is more than just a game.
Interesting that we want to play twice. Interesting moment. It goes beyond. What can you say about this? Let's not go to our next topic. That's talking about the 45th FIDE chess. That's talking about the 45th Olympiad, which Chess Olympiad, which is our next topic, and we're talking about it. How was the event itself beyond Nigerian participation?
Yes, it was a very big event. Over almost 200 countries were in attendance. That's to tell you the size and the magnitude of the event. It held in Budapest, like we all know, and the very best players in the world were on hand. They were present to represent their countries. The world best player, the world #1 player, Magnus Carlsen, was there playing for his team, Norway. He played for the Norwegian team. The other team, America, was ably represented by the #2 player in the world, Fabiano Caruana.
Okay.
The Uzbekistan's team, they won the last World Chess Olympiad. They were on hand with players like Nodribek on hand. And the star team of this year, the Indian team, they had a star cast of Pragnanda Gukesh, who will be challenging for the World Chess Championship against Ding Liren later this year. And it was just a star-studded event.
The Norwegian Carlsen, am I right?
Yes.
It's been the talking point from the last Olympiad in India. What was his position this time around? How did the Norwegian team perform?
They didn't do so well this time around because you remember it's a team event, it's not an individual event. So an individual performance doesn't carry the team. Yes.
Okay. Now looking at the event, so superb. What superlative? Because I saw some videos that the event is the first time we have the largest participation.
Yes.
What does it take to participate in this Olympiad? Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't yet. Let me use the word. I don't yet so much about the qualifying processes. But I know there is. But tell us, what is it to qualify for this?
Yeah. So for Nigeria, specifically for us, we went through a very stringent qualification process. Our players were the FIDE ranking, was the basis for determining who amongst the best players in the country could be allowed to vie for positions to represent Team Nigeria. So we had qualifiers right from state level up to the national.
Organized?
Yes, organized, yes, by the Nigerian Chess Federation. Okay. Yes, and after that rigorous process, these players, International Master Balogun Olufemi, FIDE Master Bomo Kigia, FIDE Master Callistus, and FIDE Master Abiola Akinshe, and FIDE Master Abimbola Oshunfi. Interestingly, Abimbola Oshunfi is not based in Nigeria. He's based in the United States. So he came as a wild card. He qualified as a wild card on the president's ticket to represent the country.
Interesting. Now we look at something interesting. What's the benefit of this? Because, you know, when it comes to qualifiers in Nigeria, especially when you represent the continent, there's that desire to want to represent the country, you know, and there's always that, this guy is good, he's internationally. But as that qualified person with a title, as the person who played amongst others. So if I, unknown, defeat that, maybe Olufemi Adebayo, I think Olufemi Adebayo, right?
Olufemi Balogun.
Olufemi Balogun. Do I represent the country?
Okay, it's not automatic. Regarding titles, your question was two parts. So let me address the title part. Now, it might interest you to know that the reigning Nigerian national women's champion is a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, Deborah Quickpen.
Deborah Quickpen. Now, she has been rising she has been rising in rating, and she got, as a result, she qualified for the title of Women Candidate Master. It's called WCM.
That's the first title for women.
That's the first title for women, yes, the WCM title. She qualified for it, but as a result of her outstanding performance at the Olympiad, she also now qualifies to become a candidate master proper. A candidate master is only issued to exclusively men. It's a title for men. So there's the candidate master, there's the FIDE master, there's the international master title, and then the grand master title. So as you rise in the ranks, you go from candidate master, FIDE master.
So why is the candidate master exclusive for men?
Because those titles, so if you don't have a woman before the title, it's a preserve for the men. The women have their own class of titles. Yes, WCM, WFM, WIM.
Okay, that's the W have to initiate that.
That it's a women title.
Yeah. Beyond the Quickpen, you know, promoting our fantastic. Let me say this. this is not to give credit, but we were in Abuja 2018, a reporter, where I saw Deborah Quickpen. We were given an assignment to cover events, so we now gather a pool of stories. So I saw Deborah, I saw the father, I saw the mother. The mother was playing Scrabble,
yes,
representing not Bayelsa, Rivers State. Both of them were not representing the same state. I mean, Deborah was a different, but Bayelsa, but Scrabble was, I think, Rivers State for the mother and father. And I saw her, I took a picture, the viral picture that went round, and I posted it. We posted it on the Abuja 2018 National Sports Show. We had an interview with her, and that's when we saw Deborah. But before then, she participated at the National Sports Festival, maybe that same year or the year before them. But I don't think we need more of Deborah Quickpen.
We are grooming more Deborah Quickpens, and they are sure to.
I would have been glad if I brought another person, a female, in the favor of Deborah Quickpen.
Yes, women and boys, girls and boys. There's Ekunke Goodness. There are several actually who will be making their sport, taking the spotlight on the global scene very soon as they compete in this.
There's one I spoke with from Abuja, EVA.
EVA is a girl.
It's a girl, okay.
She's based in Abuja, yes.
I spoke to her recently.
And she's also fantastic, yes.
She's also fantastic. But she's going in the way of more of an advocate than a player. She's so good as a player.
She is fantastic as a player, yes.
Very fantastic, okay. Because maybe I'll talk to you later. You will get more of these ladies, so we should talk to them so that the world will know that it's not just about Deborah Quickpen, that you, the Federation, is doing so well. In regards to promoting chess, because I can say that there's no person in any other sport that passed through that step to become who they are, except chess. If I'm going to ask the contemporaries of Deborah Quickpen in other sports, I want somebody to convince me, and I'll be happy if I can get any other person to say, okay, apart from Deborah Quickpen, in that time where Deborah Quickpen was just so little, she was in national sport as the youngest athlete in the national sport festival. In other sport, can you bring out someone
who has grown,
consistent? Yes, you understand, without them pushing or him aside. So it's a big one for the chess world in the country.
Absolutely,
so it's a big one. So we go for this a movie kind of video that we got from FIDE as regards to the 45th Chess Olympiad. When we come back, there's still more to talk about the Olympiad.
So did you disbelieve? Welcome to the 45th Chess Olympiad in Budapest, Hungary. We're starting off on a beautiful day. Uniting us together through the game we love. A record number of 188 teams in the open section and 169 in the women's have gathered at the BOK Sports Center. The Olympiad is the largest chess festival with many cultural and social events, and FIDE is celebrating 100 years of spreading chess worldwide.
Here at the start of round 6 of the 45th FIDE Olympiad. Can you point them out on this map? Here.
every day for get to that point and improve every day our chess skill, but also personally.
The only advice I can say is just believe in you. You can do everything you wish. Just make a wish, follow your wish, and you will reach it.
So you did predict how it can develop, but...
Not really nervous. This is another game to me, so I'm taking it easy.
In the open section, the Indian team is crushing it, with young stars leading the charge. Gukesh on board one is playing with a rating performance.
Chess.
For football lovers, it is not just about football. You can see that's another interesting one from the community international that's talking about chess, the FIDE. And I'm sure that it's not just about football, it's not just about tennis, it's not about table tennis. And I'm glad that international bodies that govern sports in the world are top-notch. They have a team, and that's why sport is a voice to make things happen in this world. If the FIDE community stands up alone and they want a policy and a decision to be taken, trust me, they will make that possible. And that's why we keep saying in Nigeria that our federations should be a symbol of ensuring things goes on well. You know, policy making. The chess federation can decide a policy without bending to the government, knowing this policy fits us, the basketball federation and all that, because sport is an instrument to change the world. And I'm sure that we're all going to be learning from this. I still have international arbiter. Ogbonnaya, Obinna. Obinna the first name?
Obinna is my first
name. Okay, Obinna the first name. So what should we be expecting? What would this impact, before we round up the show, how would this impact the continent? I mean, Nigeria, what are we expecting next?
Our participation at the...
Yeah, I mean, what was the next thing for us? I mean, I'm sure you have a clue that there might be this event. How do you think that you talk about the girls and the boys? What's happening in the world of chess? We are back home.
Yes, we're back home, and it's back to the grassroots, because we chess is an empowerment tool. Yes, it's not just a game that you enjoy playing. Several people have been empowered. Several citizens of the country have been empowered through their participation in chess, and so the federation is very deliberate about taking it right to the grassroots, and from the grassroots we unearth these talents and groom them to national stardom. Okay.
There's one aspect about sport that we don't talk about, chess, that we don't talk often, and I'm going to let you say so much about it, because you're also you benefited from that aspect. And talking about chess, about extra income. A lot of chess instructors are all over here making extra income as a teacher, as a writer, and it's not just about competing. At the end of the day, you solely depend on chess for every other thing you do, because I don't say everything you want, the chess inside is chess, the chess outside everything, your tracksuit is chess. So I'll probably say 60% of your income, if I may come a bit personal, is from chess, except you tell me otherwise.
Yes, you would be correct. I double as a lecturer at the National Institute for Sports.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm a part-time lecturer, and interestingly, I lecture chess.
Oh, okay.
So I teach chess to coaches who come to the institute to get certified. And yeah, so chess puts food on the table. I also have been blessed working with some organizations at the Bankers Games.
Oh, okay.
Yes, some top banks.
So why are you not? Okay, Bankers Game. Okay, not Chess for Change.
Well,
because change. I was at the Chess for Change.
Yes, it's a community, a social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility
of the media vision.
Yes, of media vision, who also are the organizers
because
of the
Bankers Games. Okay,
yes,
so we'll be seeing each other at the Bankers Game.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, but the highlight of the Bankers Games is the football tournament.
chess is also, virtually all sports.
Not all sport, but we tend to, all sport features at the Bankers game, but we are seated at the Unilag last year,
yes,
watching the football. Yeah. So that means the chess event must have taken place
indoors.
Indoors. Yes, okay, before that final day.
Yes, in the indoor sports venue
of the Unilag
Sports Complex.
Okay,
yes.
Complex. Okay. Now, also, I talk so much about chess, you know, the pot chess, and I was thinking, oh, I hear this. I got my daughter a chess board, thinking that I'll automatically make her like chess, but she tried. I mean, when someone like me or every other person, you know, when you talk about like a farmer. You talk about farming and you want your daughter to also learn farming, you understand? So what should a parent do to make the child love a chess, maybe like sport? And they don't do that in our school, unfortunately.
Okay, so the thing about getting your daughter or
I'm sure I'm not the only one in that category.
Your child interested in chess it's very simple. And this is what I say to the parents who contract me to teach their kids. So chess, of course, offers several benefits which you want to leverage on. But that child would not be attracted to the game if it's not presented in a fun way. So that's the secret, because children are attracted. The language that children speak is fun. Mm-hmm. So if you present to them the game of chess in a fun manner, they'll be drawn to it, and the love can just...
so one-to-one initially might not be a teacher and a chess board, might not be interesting.
There are different approaches. There's no one-size-fits-all. As you relate to that child, you have to understand the unique peculiarities to that particular child, and then adapt a strategy to get them to take up chess.
Okay, so the ball comes to you now. If there's any chess event, let me know so my daughter can come, so that she can she'll be welcome. Thank you very much, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for being part of today's program.
It was a pleasure being here.
That's all the package of today's sport. I want to say a big thank you for those that have been part of it. It's all about chess, because you know chess needs to be promoted to let the whole world know that yes, Nigeria is a chess country. And Coach Obinna, for being part of today's program, he just came from Budapest, and he has been giving us the insight about what went on at the just concluded 45th chess Olympiad in Budapest. Yes, this is all I've drawn the curtain. I remain Mudashiru Shittu, but don't forget, I'll be leaving you with one fantastic highlight, the highlight of the 2024 US Open, both male and female, where we saw Jannik Sinner, the Italian, winning that, and also not forgetting the women 2024 US Open winner that was won. But Jessica lost this time around, but let's see how you enjoy this, and that's how we are ending today's program. I'm Mudashiru Shittu. Same time next week. Enjoy the rest of your day.